Welcome to another installment of A Fitness Coach Answers the Internet. My name is Justin Kristen. I am a personal trainer. I am an online fitness coach, and we are hopping on Quora to answer some of the internet's most pressing questions. I hope you enjoy this, and let's hop into it. This is a great place to start. I weigh a lot, but I look slimmer than my weight. Why is that? Well, for most people, this is a good problem to have. If your scale weight says that you weigh 200 pounds, but you look like you weigh less, depending on what your goals are, a lot of people want to look like they weigh less. And for starters, scale weight, it's just a number. Your weight can fluctuate based on numerous factors. Is one, your genetics. So men carry their body fat, typically carry their body fat in the lower abdomen and the lower back. Women, more so, are going to carry it in the hips and thighs. The other factor is the amount of muscle that you have. The more muscle mass that you have and the less body fat that you have, the slimmer you're going to look, even if the weight says that you weigh more than what you look like. Here's the next question. I am 80 kilograms and I have to lose 40 kilograms in 1 month. So how much calories I have to take in one day and how much to lose? Now, for some reason, I feel like this is a troll question because losing half your body weight, going from, what would that be, 180 pounds to 90 pounds? Ish. It's got to be a troll question. But I do want to address this because we procrastinate and we wait till the last minute. If we don't have it in the forefront of our mind, we can put it off to the last minute. So if you have a beach vacation coming up and you say, how can I lose X amount of pounds in 21 days? The number one question that I ask my clients is, why that number and why by that date? Because oftentimes they're just putting an arbitrary number on a date. In reality, they're chasing a feeling, or they're chasing the way that they want to look or how they want to feel on that beach vacation. And whether you hit that 40 kilograms or not, the idea behind it is pushing yourself, working towards it. Focus on the process of going to the gym, on tracking your calories, on doing the things that you have control over, rather than focusing just on the scale. The next question we got here is, why am I exercising for hours but not burning as many calories as I would like to? There's a lot of different factors that go into how many calories you burn during exercise. And one of them is your genetics, your age, your height, your weight, your sex. And then there's also this genetic factor of your baseline metabolism or your basal metabolic rate. And then from there, the energy that you exert on top of that. So for instance, if you're a petite 115 pound female, exercising 30 minutes or doing like a 30-minute light jog on the treadmill is going to burn far fewer calories than if somebody that was 6'3", a male 6'3", 350 pounds, did the exact same movement on that exact same treadmill. Rather than focusing on the amount of calories that you burn at the gym, I would more so focus at the amount of calories that you put into your body or that you intake, because you can control that. You can control how many calories that you put into your body. The idea behind exercise is not just specifically calorie burn. There's other health benefits too. But if you're worried about the calorie burn, which I'm assuming has to do with some sort of weight loss or weight loss goal that you have in mind, it's so much easier to focus on the calories that you put into your body by eating lower calorie foods that are higher density. So for instance, watermelon, strawberries, fruits and vegetables in general, lean proteins, things that fill you up more and keep you satiated. What causes rapid weight gain in certain areas? So this is kind of like an inverse of a question that I normally get, which is spot reduction. How do I lose fat here in my belly, or how do I lose fat here under my arms? What causes rapid weight gain is your calorie intake plus your genetics. So if you're eating more calories than your maintenance level, so if you're eating over your calorie allotment to maintain your same weight, you're going to gain that fat. And then on top of that, it's your genetics. So if men typically gain more weight in their midsection, and women more so on like their thighs and their glutes and their hips, it's going to be genetics on where you gain your weight. I have a client that gains his weight a little bit up on his torso. What he can do to lose that weight or to make that look slimmer is to eat under his maintenance calories. And that's your basal metabolic rate plus your calorie expenditure, and that equals your total daily energy expenditure, which is how many calories you should be eating in a single day to maintain your same weight. And then anything you eat under that, you're going to lose weight over the course of time, and anything you eat over that, you're going to gain weight over time. Now, the number one thing is being consistent, not being perfect. There's going to be days where you don't hit your calorie goal, and that's fine. But don't miss 2 days in a row. So rapid weight gain in certain areas is you're eating too much and your genetics. So you're going to gain the weight where you're going to gain the weight. If I consume only water and walk 10,000 steps every day for a month, can I lose a lot of weight? First of all, what is a lot of weight? And second of all, are you going to eat any food? Because that's what matters. I would say that consuming a lot of water and only water is going to be beneficial. Taking out sugary drinks, taking out those foo-foo coffees, and forcing yourself, or not forcing yourself, but enjoying the 10,000 steps every day. Those are a couple good process goals that you can focus on. You can focus on only consuming water and walking 10,000 steps per day. Then you can also track your calories. And from there, what you can do is see how you're progressing over the course of the first week, and you're going to lose weight. As long as you're eating under your calorie or your maintenance calories, you're going to lose weight. Now, what I will say is, going back to an answer that I referred to earlier, was one, what is a lot of weight? But two, why do you want to lose a lot of weight? And why is it specific for this 1 month? Is there a goal in mind? Because that's going to factor into how long you can stick with this. One of the things that I have an issue with crash diets is people can go hard, and I can go hard on a diet for 2 weeks, but I can't sustain that hard diet for long term. And so when you crash diet, what ends up happening is you sustain it for 2 weeks, and you lose 10 pounds, you lose 13 pounds, and then when you're done, you're like, I want to eat every food in sight. And then you just gorge. And then when you gorge, you say, nothing works for me, because you beat yourself up, or at least I do. You beat yourself up and you say, nothing works. So slow and steady is the way that I'm going to always recommend people to do it. Unless you have something specific that you're looking for. And then from there, it's tailoring into, okay, how do we maintain this now? But you have to have this motivation, and the short-term motivation, if this 1 month, maybe you can stick with it for 1 month and you can go very, very rigid. But there's also the part that you got to realize is, what happens after this 1 month? Are you going to be able to sustain it? What's going to keep you on track long-term after this? Are you going to gain it right back and then ask me the same question? So figure out why you want to do it, and understand that losing weight, or your weight, does not define who you are. And that if you're looking to change your lifestyle, I would stop looking at, in this 1 month time span, how much can I lose? I would start looking at, what can I do to change my lifestyle habits? When I go to the pantry, when I go to the fridge, when I don't need anything to eat, telling myself no. How rewarding that is. How much it sucks in the moment, but how rewarding it is long term. Something that I wonder about myself sometimes is it more painful for me to tell myself no in the moment to a drink, or to a food, or to a vice that I really want in the moment? Or is it more painful for me to wake up and look in the mirror and be upset with myself? To me, that internal feeling of being upset or not liking what I see in the mirror is a lot more difficult than telling myself no in the moment. Here's a quick one that I'm going to go over, and I'm not going to dive too much into it because there seems to be other factors rather than just like a straightforward answer. But how do I lose weight without starving myself? I have bad self-esteem issues, and going to school makes me feel worse since most of the girls are skinny. I've gotten into the habit of starving myself, and I want to find better alternatives for it. Is one, you got to stop comparing yourself to others. You can be better than who you were yesterday, and you can compare yourself to who you were yesterday, but consistently comparing yourself to these other people is only going to be harmful to you. Because what we end up doing as humans is we take the best features of everybody. So if you're in school and you see 30 different girls, you're going to take the best feature from this one girl, she has a nice car. You're going to take the best feature from girl number 2, she has a nice butt. You're going to take the best feature from girl number 3, and she has a cute boyfriend. Girl number 4 is going to be smart. You're going to take all of these factors and you're going to say, hey, why can I not be this? When in actuality, that everybody has their own insecurities. Stop comparing yourself. And I know it's harder, and I know I'm trying to make it seem more basic than it is, but I compare myself to other people. I wonder if I'm a good personal trainer. I wonder if I'm a good father. I wonder if I'm a good friend, because I see everybody that has all these social media posts and people in real life that always have a smile on their face. But one thing that I keep in mind, and this is not to be negative, but one thing that I do keep in mind is not everybody is as happy as they seem. And that's not to be negative, but everybody puts on a persona to be in public because everybody does compare themselves to everybody else. So just be yourself. I'm 240 pounds. If I stop eating, how many pounds do I lose? Well, eventually you die. Don't stop eating. Eat below your maintenance calories. Go to a total daily energy expenditure. Quit crash dieting. Have faith in yourself. You can do it. It's a great one to finish up on. I've been working out every day for about 1 week. 1 whole week. 1 whole week, really? Yet I'm not seeing any actual improvement in my body shape or on the scale. Should I keep going with this plan or switch to something else? You should keep going. You should push yourself. 1 week, you're not going to drastically change everything about yourself. It takes time. And it takes 1 week into 2 weeks, into 6 weeks, into 12 weeks, into 24 weeks, into 1 year. And pushing yourself each and every time. So it depends on what your goals are. But I would focus on challenging yourself, not taking the easy route, and not just quitting on yourself. But switching, constantly switching, and not sticking with something. See, my philosophy as a fitness coach is do the basics. If you can figure out the basics and you can stick with the basics, you're going to make tremendous progress. Are you going to win a bodybuilding competition? I don't know, maybe. But you're going to feel better about yourself. You're gonna like the way you look over the course of time. Not sticking with a personal trainer or with a plan for only 1 week. Stick with it for 4 weeks, for 6 weeks. Believe in yourself and give yourself some time. And enjoy the process. Don't be so hard on yourself. Not seeing any progress in a week, that's fine. Keep going. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of A Fitness Coach Answers the Internet. My name is Justin Kristen. If you have any questions at all, visit my website, www.philosophical.com, or send me an email, justin@philosophical.com. If you're looking for online coaching, go ahead and check out my website and send me an email, and we can link together, and we can get you working towards your fitness goals.